or any animal rights for that matter. Like, yeah, it's okay, you know, for people to own cats, I think, and dogs and things like that. But should they have rights? No. I don't really think. You know, because everybody's like, oh yeah, well, dogs and cats are people too. No. I don't really think dogs are people, and they should not be classified as such. And I want to tell you something, there's going to be a lot about dogs in this video, because I just really hate dogs. Like, I don't really flat out hate them, I can tolerate them. I can tolerate having one in the house. It's sort of a cat thing, you know? Cats and dogs don't generally like to get along unless they absolutely had to. But anyways, so yeah, the first one, I don't really think animals should have rights. You know, if we are gonna put animals on a pedestal like humans, I mean, what if we want to kill animals? I mean, okay, let me tell you something. That doesn't make any sense at all. So you're telling me we can hunt deer, we can kill pigs and cows and shit for meat, and because you know that's what McDonald's is. McDonald's and Wendy's and other places are essentially doing that. They're essentially, you know, killing animals for their meat so that we can consume them. That's okay. You know, yeah, it's a pig. Who cares? You know, bacon and whatnot. But apparently, if you try to kill a dog or a cat, that is all of a sudden a bad move and you're an animal abuser. Yeah, why are dogs and cats put on fucking high standards? I don't think dog lives matter. Like, cat lives, I can understand cats. But dogs, I don't think dogs should have rights at all. And kind of going back to what I was talking about with dogs, you know, I don't really think that people should, I don't know, call them their fucking children, okay? Because you always hear about, oh yeah, this is my fur baby. No it's not. These pets are not your child, okay? And it's pissing me off when people call dogs and cats their children. No. I'm gonna tell you something. They are not the same. And you should stop treating them like they're the fucking same. You know, I don't really think dog lives or cat lives compare to humans. And let me, you know, speaking of humans and speaking of children, I hate children as well. I don't really think that people should have them. Let me tell you something. Babies are not cute. People always think, oh yeah, well, babies and toddlers, they're cute, newborns and shit. No. They are not cute. And you can fucking shut the fuck up, okay? I hear a lot of people typing away at their fucking keyboards or their smartphones or whatever the hell the kids these days have. And they're gonna bitch at me saying, oh, how dare you not like children. First you're yelling about dogs and how dogs shouldn't have rights and blah 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 blah. And now you're saying that, you know, babies aren't cute. Well, they're not. I mean, let me tell you something. The idea of children are fucking gross as shit. I mean, let me tell you something. Think about it. You fuck, right? As a guy, you fuck a girl that is capable of getting pregnant. She gets pregnant. And then about a year later, give or take a few months, you know, she's popping shit out. Go to the delivery room and shit, and bam, a new kid comes out. You know, a new life is born and shit like that. The miracle of childbirth, I don't really think it's a fucking miracle at all. That's another thing. I don't really think people understand what the term miracle is. A miracle is something like, let's say you get ran over by a car and struck by lightning at the exact same time, and you somehow survive that. That is a miracle. Because you're lucky to even be alive after being, you know, shocked and ran over and shit. You know, you are lucky to be alive.
Got a question?
Having a child is not a fucking miracle by any means. Now, maybe it was hard for you to have children.
Stay there.
You know, maybe it's hard for you to have one and you finally had one and have one after several times trying, several months, years of trying, and you finally have a successful childbirth. Okay, I guess that technically would be a miracle because you finally have what you wanted, what men literally came for in various ways, more than one. You know, they come in very different ways. They came all over their fucking girlfriend or wife or something, and they have kids and blah 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 blah. But, you know, for the everyday common bloke, I don't really think that childbirth is a miracle. I don't understand why people think of it as such. Now, let me tell you something that's going to piss off all the religious people out there. Religion is fucking stupid. Just fucking stop. Okay, stop with all the religious nonsense. You know, God doesn't exist. Satan doesn't exist. Heaven and hell doesn't exist. Shut the fuck up. Okay? Now, I get it. You know, it's fine to believe in something. You know, give yourself something to believe in. Like a bunch of little dumbass kids believing in Santa Claus, which also doesn't exist. So fuck you, you dumb little shits. I'm ruining everything, and I do not care. Because I gave up giving a shit a long time ago when I realized that at the end of the day, who cares? It's just an opinion. You know, at the end of the day, who gives a fuck? Who cares what you think? If you think that, you know, childbirth is a miracle, if you think that God exists or whatever, and that religion is not bullshit, hey, that's all on you. You know, believe what you want, say what you want, and that's another thing. I live in America, where I can say these things. And I have every goddamn right to. I have every fucking right to say my thoughts and feelings and opinions because I live in a country that allows it. Now, okay. Going back to what I was talking about religion. I think religion is fucking retarded. Religion is stupid. You know, now I used to be religious. I used to believe in things like that. I used to go to church and whatnot. But let's be real. I was going to church for all the wrong reasons. I was only going there on Sunday to get free food. Let's be real. I'm only doing it for the food. I'm not doing it because I wanted to go to church. But, you know, I was thinking to myself, yeah, you know, maybe God does exist and shit like that. And then I got to, as what George Carlin would say, to the age of reason and the voice of reason, when I realized, no, that's fucking retarded. I mean, when you look into it, how can one man, it's kind of the same thing with Santa Claus, how can one man be everywhere and everyone at every time? They always say God is always in your heart, or Jesus is always in your heart, or some stupid shit like that. And it's always like, yeah, well, how in the fresh fuck can he be everywhere every time, watching what everyone does at every single time? How does he know about that one person that's getting raped right now? Who's getting fucking murdered right now? And who's doing good deeds for society, like helping an old lady cross the street? How is he watching all of that at once? There are billions and billions and billions of people on this fucking planet. So really, at the end of the fucking day, that's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. And another thing I think is bullshit is people allow each other to shove their own religion down everyone else's throats. Like, people like Jehovah's Witnesses, a lot of times they will not stop until you say, okay, fine, tell me about our Lord and Savior. You know, which is what they want to hear. Even though you're not religious, they will stop at nothing. They will shove religion down your fucking throat. And that's another reason why and at the end of it, I don't believe that shit. as well as the fact that it's a cult. It's a fucking cult. You know, Christianity, Muslims, you know, every sort of religion out there is essentially a cult. A bunch of people doing things in the name of someone else. In some people's cases, you know, people do things for God. People do things for the Muslim God or whatever that is. The Jewish God, the Hindus, and whatever other gods are out there. And people do things solely because they're being led to believe, oh yeah, it's God's will and we have to do what he says. That to me sounds like a fucking cult. In addition, you know, there are a bunch of other people out there. And at the end of the day, I do feel like Christianity is bad. And overall religion is bad. Simply because, you know, there have been so much things. You know, I'm gender fluid and non-binary, right? I identify as a part of the LGBT community. And people that are Christian, I mean, not everybody, but a lot of people that are Christian or religious as a whole, people that are religious, they're like, no, 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 you're fucking not. You're either a boy or a girl. You're a man, you're a woman, okay? Even though you transition, or you think you transition, you're still a man at birth, even though you transition to a woman, or vice versa. You know, trans women aren't real women and that shit. To me, if you're gonna fucking hate on people just because of how they live their lives, whether they're men, women, whatever, which some people are like, oh, but isn't that what you're already doing? Technically speaking, yes, but at least gender fluidity, non-binaryism, and a whole bunch of other shit. You know, gender is real. You know, gender exists. You know, God doesn't. So, I mean, I have more of a right to say it than everybody else. So, another thing, you know, I don't really think that, you know, Black Lives Matter. Oh, he's a racist. Hey, let me fucking explain here. Let me tell you what I mean. You know, there's always people thinking about, oh, Black Lives Matter and, you know, the whole movement. But they don't really matter. All lives matter. Not just black lives, not just Asian lives, not just, you know, LGBT lives. Everybody fucking matters. Whether you're black, white, Hispanic, it doesn't fucking matter what you are or who you are. You are valid. You matter. Your life matters. It doesn't matter what other people try to tell you. And honestly, I feel like the whole Black Lives Matter thing is also a cult, because people are like, oh yeah, you know, Black Lives Matter and all that shit. Nah, my good sir or ma'am, they do not. All lives matter. If you're gonna basically flat out say that one particular life matters because they're black or whatever, you know, that's a fucking problem. Now, I understand, you know, the LGBT, or not LGBT people, you know, black people have had it bad throughout history. They've been slaves, they've been treated poorly, they get paid less than white people, or, you know, whatever. But at the end of the day, I mean, that's just the way life is. You know, there's always going to be, you know, certain people that are higher up than others. We can't fully get rid of racism. Racism will always be there. Sexism will always be there. You know, people that are anti-LGBT will always be here. So, really, I appreciate what people are trying to do and trying to stop racism, or at least tone it down to where it's not as noticeable and these people are just idiots. But, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, you know, black lives don't matter. It's every single life. Again, Asians, black people, white people, you know, we all matter. You know, and also, I'm gonna fucking say, you know, speaking of black people, I feel like they shouldn't have access to the N-word. You know, if white people can't say the N-word, black people shouldn't be able to say it either. Why do they get a pass? Oh, they're black. That means that they get a pass for everything. No. Again, if they can't, if we as, if no other race, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever, if we can't say the N-word, black people shouldn't be able to fucking say it. Okay? I'm gonna say it. You know, they shouldn't be able to have such vocabulary like that. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. Wow. I broke the game. Holy shit. Wow. And I know I'm getting sidetracked here, but Jesus Christ. What are you fucking doing? Jesus fucking hell! Chill out. Chill out, mate. Chill out. Just stop. Just fucking stop. Stop. Just, your arm is, you're already dead. Why is your arm moving so fucking much?
Oh, hell no. You got any idea how much this outfit costs?
Jesus fucking hell. Yeah, you slap that arm against whatever you're slapping your arm against. But anyways, as I was saying before I got... Jeez, you're really going at that wall. You're gonna die even if you do get away anyway. I'll still shoot you, so fuck does it matter? Anyways, you know, again, as I was saying, you know, I don't really think that black people should say the N-word. You know, we all need to be equal here, and equality comes with everything. You know, we'll never truly be equal if we allow this shit to happen. If we allow, you know, one race to say a bunch of racial slurs, if white people can't say it, or whatever. And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't give a fuck if people think I'm trying to gatekeep everyone else. I'm saying what I'm saying because I do not care. I legitimately don't care. Fuck your feelings. You know, if you feel like I'm in the wrong for saying these things and you're gonna fucking harass me over it, and I know that's what's gonna happen because I've been harassed over a lot less. Let me tell you what. So I'm used to it. Essentially, you're gatekeeping as well. You're basically telling people, no, you shouldn't have opinions. You shouldn't be saying these things. Yeah, well, they're my fucking opinions, so fuck off and fuck you too, bitch. Right? Go fuck yourself. In addition to all of this, you know, I feel that,
Shit's about to get real.
you know, and even if black people still say that word, it's still racist. And some people are like, oh, but it's a greeting. No, it isn't. It's not a fucking greeting. It's still a racial goddamn fucking slur, you piece of shit. Go fucking kill yourself. Oh, let's talk about suicide. Because I'm on a roll with offending people today. You know, I think suicide should be an option. You know, people are like, oh, suicide is never the answer, or at least it shouldn't be an answer or a solution. People shouldn't think about that. No. I feel like people should think about that. If they legitimately feel like their lives don't matter, or they're never gonna make it in life anyway. Like me. I've already accepted the fact, and I've learned to accept the fact that I'm never gonna make it as anything. I'm never gonna be a celebrity. I'm never gonna be a big YouTuber. I'm never gonna make it at all. I'm never gonna be popular. I'm never gonna do what I want to do in life. I want to be a game designer, but that's never gonna happen. And even if I do, I want to make it big. I don't want to, you know, make a game and lose assets and lose money just because no one's buying it. And I know with my luck and how my life has been so far, in my fucking 22 goddamn years, it ain't going to get any better. If anything, it's going to get worse. And that's another thing. You know, people always say, oh, things will always get better. Fuck no. Fuck no, they won't. things never get better. They will always get worse. You know, maybe for certain people, they may, have it better. They may, they may be like, yeah, my life has been better. And if you are one of those people whose lives have been better as time goes on, good for you. You're doing good for society. You're pretty much becoming somebody. You're doing things that I have failed to do, right? And, that's pretty amazing. But for a lot of people, especially those born around the year 2000 to at least 2005, the year 2000 till 2005 or 6, we've lost all hope of ever getting somewhere in society. Because, there's always something in our way. And I've always felt like in this day and age, it's always, oh, you go to school for however many years of your fucking life, which in itself is depressing as shit, because I don't think a lot of people actually want to go to school. Can't say I blame them, school sucks, at least from when I was there. But, it's only going to get worse after that, because after school in this day and age, you either A, go to school for a few more years, aka college, or B, you get a job immediately after school. So essentially what you're saying is after we're done with regular school, there's no time to sit back and relax and enjoy what's left of our time before we have to inevitably do that. And then when you do go to work, it seems like you have to work until either you die or you essentially retire. And when you retire, at that point, you're going to be so fucking old, you don't want to do anything else ever again after that. Because you've worked most of your goddamn life and you threw all that shit away. So, I'm going to tell you something. There's a lot to be depressed over. There's a lot to be pissed off by. And when people say that things have changed and that they're never going to make it in life, like me, we mean it. And some people are like, oh, but you're not allowing yourself to succeed. Why the fuck does it matter? It doesn't fucking matter. It never once mattered. Because even if we do succeed, like, let's say I've become that celebrity YouTuber that I've always wanted to become, there's always going to be something stopping me from being that way forever. YouTube is going to go down at some point. YouTube will die. Or, as soon as I do become popular, there's going to be somebody on fucking Twitter, on Facebook, or whatever the case may be, spreading lies about me, or bringing up something I said or did like fucking 10 years ago or so, and bam, I lose a lot of my subs and my viewers, and my channel is dead. And now, while we're talking about that, let's talk about cancel culture and how fucking retarded it is. And a lot of people, they're like, oh, well, cancel culture ain't that bad. We're canceling people that deserve it. No. While that may be good intentions and you do cancel people that deserve it, how about the people that have changed? People that change viewpoints within the last few years. Someone said in the year 2012 or in the year 2000 or something. That was 20 plus years ago. In the year 2000, someone says something wrong or racist or whatever, or homophobic or something like that. And then, 22 years later, someone pulls that up on Twitter that, oh, this person has been documented to say this or do this. No, that was fucking 20 plus years ago. People can fucking change 20 plus years into the future. I mean, hell, people could fucking change tomorrow. someone's viewpoints on something could change within tomorrow, the next week, next month, next year, who knows? Everyone is different. So if I were to say something or do something that was considered racist or whatever the case may be several years ago, that was several years ago, and that does not define who I am today. So you should shut the fuck up, stop trying to cancel everybody and everything. It's turning cancel culture into a fucking joke. A joke term that has no weight to it and no meaning because people misuse it. And let's talk about the internet while we're at it. The internet as a whole is being misused. You know, the internet used to have good intentions, but it doesn't anymore.
Bet your ass. I know what to do with this.
Because everybody's like, you know,
Y'all got smoke?
oh, well, we're on the internet, we're anonymous, we can say and do whatever the hell we want. Yeah, no. The internet used to be very well meant, and the internet used to be really well thought of as a great thing. You know, we have all this information at our fingertips, we can do what we want, say what we want. But with the cost of being able to say what we want and do what we want on the internet, people have been using that to vandalize shit. People have been using that as excuses to be a horrible asshole. Now, yeah, I'm an asshole and I'm proud to admit it. I'm proud to be an asshole, but I'm not the kind of asshole that some of these other people are. I'll tell you that much right fucking now. Like, let me tell you something. Some people are like, oh yeah, you're an asshole. Yeah, but at least I don't go spreading hate comments 24/7 and using the fact that I'm anonymous. Like, yeah, you're anonymous, but you're not that anonymous. At some point, people will find out where you live. People will find out where your family lives. People will find out a lot about you, no matter how anonymous you think you are. And then guess what's going to happen then? Yeah, you done fucked up, bitch. Now, I fully accept the fact that I've said and done things that is considered wrong by the majority of society. But really, who cares? Because that was when I was younger and I was dumber. You know, that's when I was still in school. You know? And honestly, that does not define who I am today. But I guess some people would say that's not really a hot take. That's not really a very bad thing because it's true, I guess. But let me tell you something. Let's kind of go back to what will really piss off some people. Children are fucking stupid, right? Going back to talking about children, eh? Well, yeah. I personally think that children are fucked from the moment they're born. The exact moment they're born. Society is going to reject them. And, yeah. People will leave them behind and whatnot. And I honestly think, you know, speaking of children, I'm going to say that if you give birth to someone with Down syndrome or someone that is really fucked up, someone that can't even fucking talk properly to an extreme, you know, there's different kinds of people. You know, there's people that have lisps, which I'm fine with. People that, I mean, I can't even talk well on some days. I can't even talk to save my life on some days. But, you know the ones that are fucking retarded as shit, right? The ones that can't talk at all because they have Down syndrome or some other disease, or, well, not really disease, but they have some sort of, you know, problem mentally, and they can't talk or can't do anything. I don't really think those kind of people should exist. I don't really think those people are important to society. And why do I think that? Because that's gonna piss off a bunch of people, and I don't care. Fuck you. Is because, you know, what exactly, you know, makes them worth fighting for or living? You know, when you stop and think about it, people that have things like Down syndrome aren't long for this world anyway. You know, a simple sneeze could potentially kill them because they have lower immune systems and shit, which make them weaker on the chain. Because some people, you know, whatever. And I'm gonna give a hot take that might destroy the universe. I don't think COVID exists. It was always a ploy by the government, I think. I don't. Yeah, I feel like it was overhyped, over talked about, and people make a big deal out of nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now, I'm not anti-vaxxer or anything like that. I'm just anti-COVID. You know, I don't really think it exists. I think it's all just a myth. It's all fake. It's all a lie. And it's nothing more than the common cold. Think about it. The flu killed people that have low immune systems or are elderly or whatever. What does COVID, or the supposed COVID, you know, kill? What do they go after? People with low immune systems and the elderly, who are going to die anyway. And let's be real here. We all die. There's no hiding that. There's no escaping the fact that we're all going to be dead soon. You know, may not be today, may not be tomorrow, but at some point we all will die. And there's a billion different ways to die. It seems like. Get drowned, get set on fire, go to war, and get shot. You know, you could get a knife to your throat, a knife to your heart, a knife to your brain. You know, vital organs get fucking shut off because you're getting killed, you're getting shot at and whatever. So, really, why does it matter about this supposed disease that doesn't even really exist? It's just the flu. Nothing more, nothing less. And people are making a big deal out of it. They made a big deal out of it because they don't fucking understand anything. They don't understand what the flu is. They don't understand what the cold is. You know, everyone gets sick. Even the most healthiest people on this planet get sick. I may not be the healthiest person on the planet, but I'm pretty fucking healthy. I never get sick. And when I do, it's nothing major. It's nothing all that bad. You know, just maybe a little sore throat or cough, that's it. I don't get like fucking life-threatening symptoms and shit. You again. Except you're elsewhere. Why are you... Damn. Holy shit. Stop touching your boobs. But yeah, you know, I have a lot of fucking, you know, unpopular opinions that a lot of people would pretty much call me an asshole for. I don't care. You know, that's just the way the world works. Everyone has their own opinions. Everyone has their own way of thinking, their own way of, you know, speech, their own way. And that's one thing I like about living in America. Even though I fucking hate this country because they got rid of, or they're trying to get rid of, you know, the right to abortion. Now, let me tell you something about abortion. Abortion should be legal. Let me tell you something. I think abortion should totally be legal to anybody. You know, anybody that wants it, anybody that should have it. Now, I'm not saying that it should be a form of birth control to stop having children, because that would be an inappropriate use of it. But if you are a person that got raped, a person that is a product of incest, you know, you got fucking incested by your brother, sister, mother, father, whatever the case may be, and your child is, you know, your fucking hideous ass child that isn't cute at all, despite whatever the fuck you think, is basically a product of incest or rape or both in some cases, you know, that would be a perfect time to abort. That would be a perfect time to be like, yeah, we should get an abortion. And, you know, the government is a joke. The government is a lie. The government is fucking retarded as hell. I'm gonna say it. You know, to all the Republicans out there, fuck you. Donald Trump is the worst president we've ever had. You know, and I'm tired of people saying how great he was when he fucked everything up. Everything Obama did, Trump was trying to basically get rid of. For example, I've heard a few things about him trying to get rid of gay rights. Obama fought for gay rights. And it's because of him that the LGBT is legal and getting married is legal in most, if not all, states. And some people want to take that away from each other, which is fucking stupid as shit. I'm going to tell you something else I think is fucking stupid. I'm tired of people always seeming to think that it's a good idea to really blame video games. And I know it's not really that big of an opinion. You know, there's a lot of people out there that's like, oh yeah, well that's common knowledge. But I think that people should stop blaming video games for violence and start blaming the real things. Now, I was told by, you know, a commenter, I forgot who it was, but they were like, you know, it's not mental health that's the problem, blah, blah, blah. Actually, it is. You know, I'm gonna be the fucking, you know, guns don't kill people. Mental health does. You know, by having mental illness that is untreated and people don't take seriously, that kills people. That legitimately kills people. Because, you know, these people, they pick up guns and how easy it is. Now, I personally think that guns should be, you know, speaking of guns, I think guns should be, you know, fucking harder to obtain. And we should get rid of assault rifles and machine guns from most places. No sane person needs a fucking assault rifle to go hunting or for protecting their home. You don't want the person that's intruding your house to look like fucking Swiss cheese. You don't want that deer that you've been hunting for to look like Swiss cheese. By the point you try to pick out all the bullet casings and the bullets in general from that deer or wherever you're hunting, you know, it's too much work. So why would you need an assault rifle to go hunting? You don't. You don't fucking need shit to go hunting except maybe a shotgun or a rifle. Protecting your house, a shotgun, rifle, or a handgun. That's it. That's all you need. You don't need a rocket launcher. You don't fucking need an assault rifle. You don't need a machine gun. SMG. You know. You don't need anything like that. And unless you're a part of the military, I'm going to say it, police shouldn't exist. Yeah, I think the police should not exist. Police and sheriff's departments should not exist because of how corrupt they are. Now, there are a few people that'll be like, oh, but they're not really that corrupt because not everybody is corrupt. That might be. You know, there are a few good police out there. But I think we need to just fucking stop all police and sheriff's department people out there. You know, go all purge, you know. I would truly think that we need a fucking purge. Purge the weak. So the strong can survive. Yeah, I know I'm getting fucking ridiculous with this shit, but it's true. I honestly feel like, you know, these whole things are stupid. That people make a big deal out of something that really should not be a big deal. Like, fucking abortions and shit, you know? And I honestly think that certain things need to be addressed more than others. Mental health, bad parenting, and bullying. It's not the video game's fault. It's not the movie's fault. It's not the music that your son listens to or your daughter listens to. And while school shootings happen mostly by guys in their fucking 20s and things like that, teens even, that's not exactly always the case. There are some female shooters as well. Probably don't get talked about as much because they're not guys. And that's sexist. You know, we should report problems as they happen, regardless of what gender they are, regardless of what, you know, some people think. You know, I'm tired of people always being like, oh, well, only guys kill people. Women are too fucking fragile. You know, they can't hurt a fly. Have you seen some of the women in this world? Have you seen the people I dated? You know, my ex, if you pissed her off enough, she would carry you a new one. Physically and metaphorically. Like, literally, she'd grab a knife, tear into your insides, and wear your insides as a fucking coat. Because she was just that crazy. But, I digress. You're saying that, you know, only men kill people. And are capable of such. Everybody is capable of killing each other. But, a lot of people are smart. We know, you know, we know the difference between reality and fiction. And we also know that killing people is wrong. But, okay. Let me fucking say something else that's a bit controversial. Speaking of killing people, you know, going on the whole religion thing as well, you know, apparently one of the 10 commandments is thou shalt not kill. In other words, don't kill people, or you're gonna go to hell. Okay, but what about the people that kill everyone daily? You know, the ones in the military that go out to war and fight and have no choice but to kill these people. Oh, well, God bless them because they're fighting for our country. Yeah, but they're still killing people. You know, if you're gonna fucking say thou shalt not kill, that should go against, you know, that should go for everybody. People in the military or not. And I get it. You know, sometimes they don't want to kill. But they have no choice to. But, killing is killing. If I kill people because I'm trying to stay alive and I'm killing someone because, you know, I fear for my life, how is that any different than just going out and killing people out in the streets? I'm still killing people. You know, I'm still killing someone. You know, I'm still killing dogs and people and cats and fucking snakes and rabbits and whatever because I fear for my life. How is that any different than going out into war and killing people? Or anything else? Because killing is still killing. And if we're gonna hold regular, boring-ass serial killers, you know, higher than our own military, I mean, that's stupid.
Get your ass on out of here with that bullshit.
Because killing people is still killing people. I don't care what you say.
See what you get.
So, if I go out in the military right now, if I'm part of the Marine Corps, Army, or Navy, or whoever is military, and I kill people, does that make me a serial killer? Does that make me a murderer? No. But if I go out in the fucking streets and I kill a bunch of people, that makes me a mass murderer. Really? Yeah, where the fuck were you when the military happened? You know, for years and decades now, generations and generations, people have fought wars and people have been killing each other since time began. So, if we're being logical here, I don't think that, you know, if the regular common mass murderer is going to hell, I personally think, even though religion is bullshit and heaven and hell don't exist, I think people that are in the military that kill each other should go to hell as well. Simply because they're killing each other. Even though they're doing it for their own country, or to serve a nation, or to prove a point, or something. You know, it's stupid. It's fucking retarded.
I told you I could handle it.
And I'm really tired of things not being, you know, in a way, fucking hypocritical. Well, actually, everything is fucking hypocritical when you think about it.
Lucky shot. You won't get another.
You know, and also, fuck hypocrites. You know, the ones that say, oh, yeah, thou shalt not kill,
Just another day.
but they support our military that kills people on the daily. If they're out, you know, fighting in Iraq or Afghanistan or something like that, you know, they're still killing people. So really, it's time we stop being so stupid. I'm gonna fucking say it. You're being stupid. So really, I have a lot more, you know, I guess some people would say hot takes, or, you know, things that are, you know, a lot of people would deem shitty, I guess, but hey, these are just opinions, and that's the whole point I'm trying to make in this video. It's a fucking opinion. We are allowed to have those, we're allowed to say what we feel, and we should not have to, you know, fight each other over it. And that's also what leads to war and shit like that. Is that, oh, your opinion is different than mine. Time to die, bitch. Wow. Just because my opinion is different than yours, you want to kill me. Wow. Fuck you. Like, what a bunch of fucking stupid shit. But yeah, the main ones I really want to get out there, I hate dogs. Like, I could tolerate having a dog in the house, but I really hate dogs, you know, I just don't care much for them. I think they're overrated. I don't really think that they should have rights, and I just don't like them. And that's totally fine. I also don't like children, so that's another thing. I fucking hate children. And you know, if you say anything about dogs or children in a negative way, oh, I hate dogs, I hate children. Oh, you're all of a sudden condemned to hell 15,000 times over, when hell doesn't even fucking exist. And if it did exist, we're fucking living in it. It's called the world that we are in now. You know, and I'm personally fucking tired of people acting like it's a big deal that we have opinions. We've always had opinions since the dawn of time. We've always had, you know, things that we had to say, you know, just so people know who we are and what our thought processes are. Even though I may not have the best thought process, I still have some thought process behind certain things. And I'm also here to say fuck you to anybody that disagrees. Nah, it's okay if you disagree with my opinion. Just don't go fucking crazy. You know, there's a way to be civil about opinions. You know, just accept the fact that people have different opinions than you and move on. There's no need to send people, you know, condemn people to hell multiple times over. There's no need to threaten to kill them because, oh, you don't like dogs, you don't like children. I mean, so what? I mean, I like things that you probably don't like. You have things that you like that I don't. I hate rap. Rap is fucking stupid, and I think rap needs to be banned. I'm gonna say it. Rap needs to fucking be banned. Because it's stupid. Hell, most of the shit you hear on the radio in this day and age is fucking retarded. No matter what it is. Country music, rap music, fucking pop music. Even EDM and dubstep aren't as good as it used to be. Now, video game music is the exception. Because video game music is actually pretty damn good in this day and age. But, yeah. I think rap is bad. I think rap is stupid, and people shouldn't listen to it. Unless it's Eminem, because Eminem does bust out some good beats. You know, Maybe Snoop Dogg, but that's it. Snoop Dogg and Eminem are the only two. Everybody else, fuck them. And I'm very tired of people, you know... Oh, also, here's another thing that could be considered controversial. People with loud-ass cars. I should not be able to fucking hear your goddamn engine with like 2 or 3 fans running at full speed through my headset while I'm playing a game at full fucking sound, full volume. I should not hear your fucking car at all, or your truck, or your van, or whatever the hell you have. Either get a new engine, get a new car, or don't fucking drive. Because not everybody cares about your stupid car that's louder than Jacksepticeye, okay? Jacksepticeye is fucking loud, alright? He's fucking Irish, he has an excuse. You don't. Your car should not be loud, and it's noise pollution. And you are not impressing anybody, and the people that are impressed by your loud-ass car are fucking retards that need to be burned alive. Yeah. Fucking burned alive because they're so fucking retarded and there is no hope for them, and they are part of the problem as to why society sucks ass and why society has failed and why everything is ass and ballsack garbage. Also, let's talk about ballsack garbage. You know, people try to tell other people what to do with their bodies. Oh, you shouldn't masturbate because you're killing children. Your sperm is killing children. You should not masturbate. Yeah, fuck you. I'm gonna stroke one out right in fucking front of you. Saying I'm so fucking retarded. Oh, well, women shouldn't be able to get abortions because XYZ. No, they should. Women should have access to their bodies and they know what they want. Also, another thing I forgot to mention previously, a couple minutes ago, about the whole abortion thing. What if, you know, either you get the abortion or you die? You're telling me that you think that the mother should die just because you think that children are precious? Well, let me tell you something. You think that fetuses are something special. You think that kids that are unborn are special, right? And they're sacred. But as soon as they're born, yeah, fuck you, kid, you're on your own. That's the way it is. That's just the way shit is. Because you think that having an abortion is illegal because, oh, you're killing the child. Yeah, but we have assault rifles and machine guns that are used on children daily. Whether it be in schools or churches or whatever the case may be, or just simple gangs or out in the fucking streets. You have an argument with someone, they pull out a gun and they shoot a whole bunch of people. And guess what fucking happens? Thoughts and prayers. Oh yeah, speaking of which, that's fucking retarded too. Thoughts and prayers are fucking stupid and they should die. Because saying thoughts and prayers don't mean a damn thing whatsoever. Yeah, it's fine that you're thinking about them, but we have to act. It's not just about saying things. It's about doing something about it. If you want this gun violence in schools and shit to stop, you need to fucking act. You need to talk to your politicians. You need to talk to the president about these things. You need to talk to your schools about it and what they can do. Talk to the police. Talk to everybody else. Even though the police should be banned from this country, and fuck the police. They're stupid. And also, you know, fuck politicians. They're fucking retarded as well. But at least, if enough people talk about it, there might be something done about it. If enough people raise holy hell. And also, you know, I'm all for peaceful protest, but sometimes peaceful protesting doesn't work. I say what we need to do, we need to fight our government. We need to fucking take that shit down because no one is doing anything about it. You know, that those January 6th riots that happened when people stormed the Capitol and all that good shit. I think that was fun and necessary. You know, well, maybe not for the reasons that people had. Oh, Joe Biden came in and he's gonna be elected president and shit like that. We need to stop this from happening by taking over. Now, good idea to storm the building, but a bad reason behind it. We need to fucking do something about our government, because they're gonna ruin the lives of people that are innocent. You know, they're gonna ruin the lives of people that want abortions. They're gonna ruin the lives of the LGBT community. They're gonna ruin the lives of black people and white people and everybody else that don't agree with them. And pretty soon, we're gonna be fucking living in some sort of future that we don't want to fucking live in. And going back to suicide, I think that's a valid option. I think suicide should be a valid option. If you generally think that you shouldn't be here, you're unwanted, you're unneeded, you don't feel appreciated, or whatever the case may be, and you want to kill yourself, go for it. I think you should. If that's generally what you want. I mean, it's sad that people die to suicide, yes. But that shouldn't be ruled out as an option. I think some people's last resort should be to kill themselves. Because, let's face it, they get the help, let's say hypothetically they get the help they want by talking to mental health professionals and shit like that. Or they go to a hospital and they try to get help. Guess what happens? A lot of times they're racked up with a bill that they can't pay. Which is I think that's fucking stupid. You know, you help people out, right? That should be enough. You don't need money to help people from killing, to kind of stop people or, you know, slow down the suicide process, you know? It should be free. Free healthcare, free mental health awareness and shit like that, and free, just overall, just free ambulance rides and free this and free that. And I think, you know, for something important like ambulances and hospitals and shit, I think that they should run on donations. If people want to help and pitch in, they should. It shouldn't be a mandatory thing. Oh yeah, you had a tumor that was going to kill you anyway, and we got that tumor out. Now pay us $12,000 or a couple thousand. What the fuck? I would have rather had the tumor that killed me, because I can't afford that. I can't fucking afford $12,000. I don't think I ever will. And if I do, it's going to be months, maybe a few years. So yeah, that's another thing I think is fucking retarded. Hospitals and everything else that need all this money, that want money, and try to nickel and dime you. It's stupid. But anyways, now that I've basically essentially pissed off the whole fucking planet, yay, I did something good for once in my pathetic life. There you go. Yeah, that's great. My work here is done. Now, again, I'm gonna say this, and I know not a lot of people care, or they're gonna fucking listen, but, you know, it's just my personal opinion. And it's okay if you have different opinions than mine, but just don't go all fucking crazy in the comments saying, oh, you should kill yourself, you fucking faggot-ass whore. You should go kill yourself. If you don't kill yourself, I'm gonna kill you myself. I'm gonna come over there, I'm gonna kill you, I'll rape you, I'll do whatever it takes to make sure you fucking suffer for all the bullshit that you said in this video. Like, that's not cool, man. Or woman. That's not cool at all. You know, and this is part of the problem with society, is that we can't learn to accept and respect other people's opinions. You know, we may not like what other people have to say. We may not, you know, respect each other's opinions, and we may be like, yeah, well, you know, here's why you're wrong, but try to do it in a good way. You know, I'm all for, you know, potential changing things. If for some reason you can convince me to change my stances on children and dogs, because I fucking hate children and I hope they die, and also dogs as well. Like, cats are fine. Cats, there's no need to change them. They're perfect. Heh. Perfect. But yeah, you know, That's fine. You know, I just don't care anymore. Video's over. Peace out and bro hoof. Boom. I pissed off a bunch of people, and I don't care.